Women nowadays have achieved many differences in subjects like literature, art, sports, medicine, government, science, and society. These changes have inspired everyone from little girls to even elderly women who weren't able to do much in their time.
Where you can see a great change in women's roles throughout the year. A century or 2 centuries ago, women were not in the workforce. Women were more at home taking care of the children. It was a smaller percentage of women that actually worked. And now there's a greater percentage of women that are working and are actually graduating than men from college.
I think they've changed in many ways because before their voices weren't heard and now they have rights, and before they didn't have any rights at all.
Some women are known as feminists that believe that women are as equal as men in everything.
Women have changed throughout the ages to take on more roles of independence, more roles of shaping the world as opposed to having the world shaped for them. Right now, they can take the initiative and do things that can affect change as opposed to having change affected upon them.
Women's rights and societal roles have varied throughout history and within each culture and era.
I believe women started to change back in like the early 1920s with the whole women's rights, and they wanted to vote. And from there on, after they got their voting rights, they wanted to be recognized that they can do things just as well as a man can. And it just escalated from there on.
So you can see that women have begun to question inequality as early as ancient history, but didn't actually start to publicly till around the 14th century.
Kate Chopin for The Awakening, one of the most famous feminist books of all time. How one woman who never realized that she had more power in her than she thought was able to release that and was able to find herself and be her own and not need the support of a man. So,
Betty Friedan with The Feminine Mystique and Simone de Beauvoir with The Second Sex. Both books really sparked controversial topics because they both analyzed women and their roles.
I believe that women are equally as men and that they deserve to be treated the same way as men. They are very intelligent, intellectual people. They're people who are willing to do their best. They're very bright.
Ever since we've had many influential women like Queen Elizabeth I.
But there's also Rosa Parks, who during the Civil Rights Movement, she brought about inspiration to a lot of women, to stand up for themselves and for their race, even though they were women.
Cleopatra, Frida Kahlo,
Jane Austen,
Eleanor Roosevelt,
Margaret Thatcher,
Princess Diana, Anne Frank,
Amelia Earhart.
And then we have many people that are well known today, like Oprah, Hillary Clinton, Angelina Jolie, J.K. Rowling, and many more.
So there's a lot of influential women. They all have made history. They all have opened our eyes, and these women have caused a great impact.
Like Margaret Thatcher stated, if you want anything said, ask a man. If you want anything done, ask a woman.